did you see the book he was reading from? And I said, oh yeah. I said, yeah, I noted that book. He said, well, that book was a Baptist Bible. And I went, oh, that's really cool. I mean, he's reading from the Bible. And he looked at me kind of strange. The priest looked at me kind of strange. And he said, no, Tony, he says, it was upside down. I realized that the witch doctor, he needed to have some Western type of validation. And he picked the only book that probably was in town was the Bible. And he was reading it upside down. Well, that's not my story. So my story really is, so I began the next morning seeing patients. I can make this go on forever. I got hundreds of Haiti stories, but this one is really critical about skepticism. So I began seeing patients after about a week, and I was wearing myself out. I mean, I truly was wearing myself out. We did a medical clinic in the morning where I'd treat their worms and all of their ailments, and best I could with the information and the materials I had. And then in the afternoon, starting after lunch, I'd take out teeth until the sun went down or my arm wore out. And some days it was one and some days it was the other, because the lines never got shorter. But after about a week or 10 days of this, and I had seen several hundred patients, the Haitian nurse, which is nothing like a US nurse, she came in, she said, the witch doctor, we'll get back to the witch doctor, would like to have a consultation, because that's what the nurses, everything, they thought it was a consultation. I was just, all right, well, do you want to see him? I mean, she looked at me really serious and she says, do you want to see him? And I thought, yeah, why not? Why not see the witch doctor? I should have been skeptical, but I wasn't.